Balthasar. Right, what? There. Go from here, so... Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Over there.
I'm going to crush a few skulls now.
What? Oh.
I'm going to make it.
What the fuck? Wait, I need to... What? Oh, it seems he was hiding somewhere. So, good question. I think I have to get through the cave here again. I'm able to find the entrance. And we could actually use... Yeah, wait for a second. I just started.
Yeah!
He is never connected to Twitch right when I start. It takes a few minutes until he... But we can take this time to connect the... or to make sure... Now Gangolf is connected, by the way. You are just too fast. So, okay, and now the overlay, like always.
I acknowledge Gentleman Dapper, the sloppy short, excrement pumping semen well.
Yeah. Yeah, are you
Just
even
take
listening to what I'm
Gentleman
saying,
Dapper
or
McVomit
are you
Xbox.
just, you know,
It is known Gentleman Dapper McVomit
ignoring
Xbox came out of a
everything.
collected dick.
by default? Yeah, yeah, that's why I like you so much. You just continue no matter whether, you know, point out everything which was said already like 2 seconds ago. Yeah, then don't just, you know, don't.
Let me explain that. Gentleman Dapper is like stinky cons to pated arse too.
Yeah, I think I go with Gangolf here. Your stinky constipated arse too. Good. Okay, yeah, I was working on you know, Godot engine just now. And progress, I can load models from the server and then display them, and so the resources work out. My theory works out. We might actually,
Quite a few throws.
we will see how everything else turns out. I really, I mean, I have a good impression of it. I mean, to create a test project, you need to exclude it from the real project because the Godot automatically creates the project in your project root directory. But I mean, that's a minor detail. I can live with that. At least the unit test is working. Just like this, you know.
I'm going to make a hat out of your skin.
And I mean, you really see that they are super clean. I mean, you know that Unity actually modified the mono sources a bit to make their shit work, and yeah, I mean, Godot is just pure C#, you know, it's just a true C# binding. And thus, several issues are just not there you have with Unity, because it's just like any true C# code. And it's, I mean, it would have been a bit more nice if it would have been .NET Core, because there's no reason to not do it for compatibility reasons. But I mean, it's framework 4.7.2, which effectively is the same. If it's working, I'm good. And yeah, no setup issues and nothing. I mean, I don't know what else could go wrong now, but I mean, it's actually, I mean, okay, I had to restart the project, but I was not fine anyways, but I actually think because the implementation is so clean, so I think I will actually be faster in Godot than in Unity, like this. Just having to understand some of the Godot perks again, like when I created material today, I was forgetting to enable depth testing because it's disabled by default and shit like that. But I mean, we will see how it turns out.
Yeah!
In the end, I can live with minor.
It looks like the skull of a woman.
As long as
There
it's
must be
just
someone
knowledge,
here who can
it's
tell
okay.
me more about him.
Like I do it, you can actually see that. Because, you know, the thing is, I'm loading everything from the server and creating it from the server, so if you change something, you just create a new material or a new shader and apply it, and it works. It really just works. I mean, the live debugging, yeah, I think you mean the live debugging is still a bit of, I mean, I didn't quite see it improved, but yeah, I will find my ways. I mean, I have unit testing, you know, I mean, if I can create unit tests for most of the shit, I actually don't need too much live debugging anymore. I mean, obviously a bit would be cool, but what's this? Oh, you mean GLSL or what?
I'm
Yeah, I
going
mean,
to make
why
a
not?
hat out of your skin.
Alter, this dude is annoying. But I mean, engine-wise, it should be possible. I mean, you can actually write an editor and then you just need to reapply your newly created shader and you see the things on the fly. I mean, it's not impossible. Just different.
Count Gentleman Dapper's enormous face looks like it knows cheesy white task Dawn.
I'm going to make
What,
a
Gengar?
hat out of your skin.
I have no clue what you just said. The movement! But yeah, I mean, I just wanted, I mean, tomorrow there's actually some sprint review for our project, and I actually just wanted to have a prototype which shows that the theory is working out, and I mean, I've basically created that in 2 engines now, due to the change. I like it when things just work out, and I like it when engines like Godot, which I kind of have a love for, you know, but which just wouldn't work out in the past, just have improved so much that I'm like, okay, I mean, it really makes sense to try it again. Luckily, someone else is doing the visual. Not all of the visual. Someone else is creating the models and then the artwork. I mean, obviously, there's still shit to do with shaders where it's just like, okay, some genius has to do the programming here. Of course, it's shader magic. Well, you know, I mean, I have not seen a single project, even in Unity, where I didn't need to think about a custom culling technique. Just because, you know, it's just, I mean, yeah, the generic object culling just doesn't work out on large scale, so I need to do that anyways. I mean, and just the basic frustum calling on graph objects is already a huge step, which brings a lot, which is basically what Unity does. And it's not too hard to
I'm
implement.
going to make a hat out of your skin.
But actually, I didn't know that. I mean, I mean, okay, I would have noticed sooner or later, because as soon as you have some larger map, then yeah, you are like, huh? Why is it only 40 frames now? It's not that complex.
Gentleman Dapper Von Shit PS3 will create a tutorial drinking vomit juice.
I know that back then, I was creating the dungeon grinder in Godot 2. And I had, obviously it was a tile-based map, a 3D tile-based map. Pretty huge, and I had to implement culling too, and I mean, it's really, you don't need to deallocate, you just need to put it invisible. As soon as a node is invisible, it doesn't get displayed through the camera, so that's enough. But yeah, I mean, you have to think about it. I mean, how you do it, I mean, I think it hugely relies on what project you have. I mean, obviously, if you have some open world shit, I mean, I think you want to do some open world stuff. At some point, you have to stream your shit and have to deallocate stuff just because of memory. I mean, not just because you don't need to display it, but if you still have everything in memory, then it just goes boom at some point. But yeah, I mean... Oh, and obviously, I mean, if you have some, like I said, for the culling with the invisible flag to work, you should still have some true, not graph, but some true tree, like, I mean, that you can disable huge parts of the level, you know, like an octree on the on scene base, basically. Because obviously I don't want to check every tile, every frame, whether it's visible or not. I mean, that kind of defies the purpose. And I think I did some lazy checking too, just to not go in depth. But I mean, yeah, it's stuff, you know. I mean, it's basically project specific, so in different projects it is just completely different. Because different. What? It's good to do game dev again. Game dev opens your heart. I mean, it's art. Hey, Rat.
Does this skull look familiar?
Where did you get that? It is the bony husk of my only daughter.
I found it in a valley.
The old valley, buried deep in my memories. The final resting place of Calypso. But she will come back to me soon. Just a few more, and then it's done.
I know your secret. You've ensured that the Soul Eaters will never run out of food. Countless people died because of you.
And I don't deny it. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made for a higher cause. I don't expect
Why
you
is
to
Balthasar
understand.
always evil? Was there ever a Balthasar which was not evil?
The Soul Eaters are dead. You'll be sending no more people to death.
It won't do any harm to prepare for their return. The blink of an eye in the fabric of time and they'll be back. Savor your victory. It won't last forever.
Your days of selling souls are over.
No! He won't bring her back to me unless he's got enough souls.
Forget it. He tricked you. It doesn't matter how many souls you sacrifice, it won't bring your daughter back. Take a long, hard look at yourself
This voice,
and
I
make
mean,
your peace.
it really
It's
puts you in
over.
pain to listen to
pain.
the hero's voice all the time.
But I can hear the truth. You won. I'll leave the island
don't
and
know
grant you
him
one
in
last
Belgium.
question.
too long ago Baldur's Gate was. 20 years ago. Even more now. 23. I mean, the first I played when it came out, which was 98.
Who did you make your pact with?
With someone who also has an eye on you. The master
I
of
should
demons,
even have the retail copy of
corrupter
my
the weak. You will
version.
meet him soon.
Like, I know
Whether
it
you will
was
face
6
him on your
discs
feet or on your
and
knees
huge.
is up to fate. Farewell, friend.
Nein, not Soul Plus. Well. I grew gooder. Nein. Let's see. Now I'm morose. See? It's fairly fun how you have no energy for game tab sometimes. And then at some point it just all floats back in your face and you're like, oh, yeah, now I know everything. So what did he wanted some wait, or Calador. Didn't the the raging teen yesterday say something about Calador that I totally have to know?
What happens if the mages need our help?
They'll let us know.
But if we're out at sea, how are they supposed to reach us?
They'll find a way.
Whatever you say.
I have the feeling he knew what to do in this game.
So, nice ship, huh?
Not bad. It doesn't make you a great leader, though. You'll need at least half a dozen ships like this to take on the Shadows. What? You want to make fun of your little slave ghost?
I just wanted to check how you're doing.
Oh, save me your stupid jokes. Let me know if you want something. Otherwise, go and die.
He's great. You know what? Just go and die. Maybe I can lose my... Yeah, I can lose my soul again. So I only have 20. I could obviously use the soul dust, but who wants that? I wanna serve the demons. But...
What a horrible... My head... Everything's spinning.
I heard that the renegade pirate Captain Morgan was seen nearby. That old pirate seems to have gone quite mad. They say that ever since the Shadows came, he's even turned against his own people. He won't make an exception for us.
Does that mean that we have to arm ourselves for a fight with a fully manned pirate ship?
That's right. I fear that he'll attack us as soon as we set sail. You'd better prepare yourself.
But... We can't just... can I... yeah, I mean, what can I do? I just wanna get to Calador. I don't want ship battles.
Bones.
Oh, nice.
Fucking hell, they've got a bomb!
Hallo? Hallo? Yeah, that was great. The camera was fucking doing fuck. It was showing me whatever.
Fucking hell, they've got a bomb!
Kann da mal zielen, bitte? This targeting is awful. The camera shaking in between.
Fucking hell, they've got a bomb!
Du kannst nie fucking schnell genug zielen hier. Diese fucking Scheiße. Oh, ja.
Fucking hell, they've got a bomb!
The stupid mechanic. Like, how did he miss that? Should have the higher rain for the next one. Oh, kannst du mal gefälligst nie diese Scheiße vorbeischieben und überhaupt? Hier, ich hab verdammt nochmal drauf geschossen. Das steht direkt vor mir. This fucking targeting just fucking doesn't fucking work out. Like,
Fucking hell, they've
you
got
can
a
shoot
bomb!
right through him just because the camera is shaking. And you can't save here, by the way. Ja, was ist denn das mit dieser Scheiße hier? Kamera. This camera seems to snap somewhere when you draw on your weapon.
Fucking
Oh,
hell, they've got
kannst
a
du das mal abbrechen? Kannst du wieder nicht machen, weil er sich entscheidet, auf dich einzuschlagen. And they still don't know how to auto-save. And how about letting me save?
Fucking hell, they've got a bomb!
Es wird nämlich nie besser durch den Müll. Oh, hör doch mal auf hier rumzuspringen. Sadly, you were too slow.
Fucking hell, they've got a bomb!
Can you please, I don't know, put Grog in your fucking inventory? Oh, painkiller. Also not that bad. Horrible Horst Fights. Fuck. Alter, wo schießt denn du schon wieder hin? Hallo, Kamera. Ja, der. Ah, ja. Oh, ey, this camera is horrible. I wanna save.
So now it's you or me, and I say me.
Ja, was soll denn das? Du kommst nie weg von dem. Oh, ey, könnt ihr mal fucking speichern zwischendurch? Ey, Piranha Byte fail, really.
Fucking hell, they've got a bomb!
How about we don't let them save here? Hm? Ja, kannst du mal bitte Kamera wieder irgendwie? Ja, how about he just ignores what I'm doing?
Fucking hell, they've got a bomb!
Or how they snap you to the boss, you know, like you have quite some distance, like you want as a mage. Suddenly they decide, oh, cutscene, you're right in front of the boss. Of course, that totally makes sense. And he decides to go crazy again. Oh, hallo, wie wär's denn? Alter. Menu. Oh, ist das schön.
Fucking hell, they've got a bomb!
Unskippable cutscenes, no saving, bullshit. Mechanic, it's the perfect combination of everything. Basically random whether they ignore you here or not, so very.
Punch him in the nose!
you or me? And I say me! Yeah!
The best thing now would be a crash.
Idiots! What were they thinking? I'd like to know how much Captain Morgan paid those turncoat pirates for their dubious loyalty.
Not enough. Now they will sail under our flag, or die.
Good. We can use their strength. Isn't it about time you inspected your crew?
Pisshead! Dumbo! Rock!
Don't get cheeky now, or you'll end up in a soup.
Squaw! Soup! Squaw!
And now I'm trying to teach a parrot some manners.
Polly rather bird! Squaw!
Yeah, much better.
Better! Squaw!
I'm starting to lose it. Come on.
Of course.
Somehow it became time to set sail again.
Yeah? How long have you been serving on the galley?
Much too long for my taste. And suddenly all they cared about were mines and crystals. And we on board the ship were made to wait. Ages.
Right.
Let me go, you...
No. Why don't you tell me a little more about the underworld?
Soon enough, you will learn about that yourself. Then I will tower over your remains and laugh at them.
Fine. Just do me a favor, and wait until the time has come.
Oh, with the greatest of pleasure. And I hope a painful death awaits you.
What are you doing here? I'd advise you to leave, and quickly.
Why should I?
The shadows are rising out of the ground. There are reports of dead people everywhere. Green fires are burning. Suddenly, these damn demon hunters appeared and took over the old citadel. And you're asking why?
How does it help you if I leave?
I'll have fewer mouths to feed. We fishermen are responsible for most of the provisions around here. Since the shadows started threatening the world, it's harder to survive on Calador.
Hard, but not impossible. That's a reason to hope, huh?
I don't think I follow.
It's all right. Just ignore what he said. Tell me more about the threat.
What do you want to know?
What did you say about the green fires?
The demon hunters also appeared here after the green fires were lit. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not.
Why not? They could protect you from the shadows.
They could. Yes. But they don't. All they do is eat our fish.
Tell me more about the green fires.
They suddenly started burning. I've heard rumors they're supposed to be some sort of a call. But if you want to know who ignited them, I have no idea.
What was all that about the demon hunters?
Most new recruits are joining them. There isn't much choice of what you can be here on Calador. Demon hunter or gravedigger. Well, I forgot to mention becoming a corpse.
What about the Citadel?
The Citadel is a grim old ruin where the demon hunters have established their base. I advise you not to go there. The road is perilous. The best thing to do is leave the island the same way you came.
What are you doing here?
When I'm not fishing, I'm advising all the new arrivals on this island to turn around and leave immediately.
Like, last choice, what are you doing here? Huh?
I'm not planning on leaving again.
I figured you'd say something like that. Then let me take you to our fishing village at least. Just so you don't wind up wandering around Calador until some shadow makes you his breakfast.
The fishing village sounds good.
Good choice. Let me know if I can show you the way.
Take me to the fishing village.
Follow me. Here we are. Have a look around, but you won't find much here. If you're planning to go deeper into the wilderness, remember to stock up with provisions. Apart from that, I do knife throwing practice every evening. Feel free to challenge me if you see me doing target practice.
What's that supposed to mean? No fish?
I'm sorry, but you heard me. We have to look to our own. Can't give away everything we have.
Bloody hell, what am I supposed to tell the others?
You could try to catch something at that beach yourself.
I don't have time for that. You'd better have something for me next time.
You could try the farms.
That's no good to me. I'll try somewhere else.
Do that. Like I said, I'm sorry. Damn. Another mouth to feed. Are you one of those demon hunters as well, then?
No.
All these new people arriving on the island aren't making our lives any easier. As if we didn't have enough to do already.
Problems?
Well, you could call it a problem. Since the farms have got into trouble, everyone suddenly seems to want our fish.
Why don't you keep your fish?
We have just enough fish for ourselves, and a little left over to sell. But we can't just let all these people starve to death. Particularly now, when they depend on us. Things are in a real mess here.
Why aren't you out fishing?
Good question. I'd like to, but I can't.
Why not?
Because something always interferes. Either monsters on the beach, or somebody wants something. Well, I'll get it done somehow. It's not like I'm stupid.
Do you need help?
I don't know what you can do. We are unable to fish anymore.
Then do something about it.
I'm a fisherman, not a warrior. And those damn demon hunters think it's beneath them. But if you're offering your services, you look like you could do it.
What will you give me if I kill your beasts for you?
I don't suppose you'd be interested in fish, would you? You can also have gold, if you'd prefer. You can choose.
Where are these creatures exactly?
directly below the village on the beach. Just go back along the same route you used to come here, and go along the beach. You should come across them sooner or later.
I see. Okay. I'll kill your beasts.
Thank you. Tell me when you've slain the creatures.
I'm going to get you!
That hurt.
Aha. Cool.
Finally, I get to use my weapon! Finally, I get to use my weapon! Let me at him! Let me start. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Well, that's that. Hey, leave some for me! Ooh, that hurts. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Good. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Your size is also your weakness, you monster!
Oh, come on.
Let's go split a few throats! Stupid giant creatures!
Yeah, these giant creatures. Well, that I need.
Finally, I get to use my weapon! What a waste of prime sacrificial meat! Your size is also your weakness, you monster! I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! That'll be the end of that creature!
No. Huck.
Why are you here? Get lost.
You could be a little more friendly.
Get lost right this minute, or else. I will complete the ritual, and nobody is going to stop me.
What kind of a ritual is this supposed to be?
I'm going to sacrifice this woman. I am going to sacrifice her. The power of the shadows shall course through my veins, and I will become the greatest mage the world has ever seen.
Right.
But you came just at the right time. I'll simply sacrifice you both. Prepare to die. I'm gonna finish you off.
Thank you for setting me free. That mage is mad. I shouldn't have got involved with him.
Why did you get involved with him?
I thought he was nice. He sounded interesting. He told me things about distant countries, and he said he could teach me magic. I was naive, and I believed him. I should have been suspicious when he came across the camp during a stroll on the beach. But now you're here. Thank you.
The mage won't trouble you anymore.
Thank you so much. Who knows what that lunatic was going to do to me? I'm pretty tough, actually, but he scared me. I think he was going to sacrifice me.
Oh,
You've
didn't he
certainly
just
earned
say
a
it?
reward.
Give me all your money.
Okay, not exactly friendly, but fine. Take it.
What are you gonna do now?
I'll head back to the tavern. It's creepy here.
You'll manage.
You could have offered me help, even if I didn't need it. I'll see you back at the tavern. I need a drink after all that. Thanks again for everything.
You manage. I like that.
Let's go split a few throats. Yeah. To make a hat out of your skin. Good. Let's go split a few throats. Ooh, that hurt. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin. That was fast. I'm going to crush a few skulls now. Finally, I get to use.
Hätte man noch Silvester. Macht schon auch platt, das Vieh. Oh, didn't even.
Let me at him. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin. Ugly thing. Better squished. I'm going to crush a few skulls now.
Interesting how these crystal golems are not that hard. But give away more experience.
Finally, I get to use my weapon. Just beating him with that creature. Beautiful here. However, I'm sometimes fed up with looking at palm trees. I'm going to crush a few skulls! Ugly things, better squished.
Oh yeah, here we go. Cool. Yeah, still, I wanna get back to the fishing village.
Come on.
Sure.
All right, done. That's lucky.
Be careful out there.
Oh, well. Whatever.
These dreams again. When will they stop? Captain Finch wanted to prevent someone undeserving taking over his place at all costs. Therefore, he hid his infamous pirate flag at a perilous location before his death. It is said that he was last seen on Keeler, near a native village. That's enough for me.
I'm telling you straight, before you ask. If you want a message delivered, find someone else. I'm fed up with dragging other people's crud around. I'm gonna take a break now.
I don't want a message.
All right. In that case, I have a suggestion to make. I've got a letter that wants delivering. Do you feel like doing that for me?
What will I get for delivering the letter?
Normally the recipient pays, so let him pay you.
I'll deliver the letter for you.
right. Here it is. Remember messenger confidentiality. Don't open it. The letter must be taken to Harry in Keelah.
All right. And what are you doing with your free time?
Drinking. If you give me some rum.
Why should I?
I'll make you a deal. You give me some booze to help me aim better, and we can have a little knife-throwing contest. What do you say?
All right. I'll fetch you some rum.
Just let me know when you want to play around. And don't forget the rum.
Are you some kind of messenger?
I'm not just some kind of messenger. I am a messenger. Or rather, I was a messenger.
What do you mean?
Why would I do knife
I don't
throwing
want to
again?
do it anymore. I've traveled enough. It's time to devote myself to drinking.
But I don't. Ah, come on now.
How about a round of knife throwing?
Have you got a bottle of rum for me? Otherwise I won't hit anything.
You don't need any rum.
I don't need any rum. You reckon?
You can also throw knives without rum.
I can throw knives without rum? Well, maybe you're right. Tell me if you'd like to try your hand at knife throwing. Of course, that's only possible when you train regularly. I throw knives every day at noon.
Haha. That was great.
What business do you have here?
Like I forgot about me.
The beasts on the beach have been taken care of.
Really? All of them?
Yeah.
That's great. Now we can fish again. Thanks so much. What would you like as a reward?
Just give me a bit of gold.
Here's your gold. Thanks again for your hard work.
That village is really small. Hey, Nate.
Well, who do we have here? A new face on our island. Welcome to the lowest level of hell. It's the best place to be right now.
In a bad mood.
Don't you know that feeling? The whole world's going down the pan and you feel more alive than ever before. Sorry. Guess I've been here too long. Gallows humor's the only thing that helps with all the shit going on here.
Spoken like a great warrior. Or someone who thinks he's one.
Oh yeah? Well, you look like you've seen better days yourself.
Possibly, but no idea.
Can you teach me something?
Possibly.
Deck 60, what? 50. It's not possible. Not now.
How's it going?
Disastrous. The shadows are advancing and people are dropping like flies. It's the perfect time to be a gravedigger, I'd say. There's plenty of that kind of work here.
Sounds like things are looking up.
Welcome to Calador, ruined city for the wretched, where misery lurks around every corner.
What are you doing here with the fishermen?
I'm here to gather fish for us.
Who's us?
Us demon hunters, of course. But these poor fishermen have been hit hard. Their work here is becoming impossible, what with all this shit going on. No wonder they have so little to sell to us.
Why should you care?
Well, unfortunately, we demon hunters will soon have nothing left to eat. I guess we'll have to go fishing ourselves, while the hellhounds are on the loose. Fucking great. It looks like I'll probably have to return to the Citadel without any fish. Join me if you like.
Take me with you.
Okay. Let me know when you want to set off. And if you do manage to find a few raw fish, I'd be willing to buy them from you at a good price. But the thing is, I've got no gold with me, so we can only do business when I'm back in the Citadel.
All right. Let's go to the Citadel.
All right then. But you wouldn't happen to have some fish on you? 10 would be enough.
Here. I have some raw fish.
Great. Where'd you get hold of that? Doesn't matter. Let's go to the Citadel. Follow me. We have a long way to go. I hope you know how to use your weapon. Let's press on. Come on. Advance.
I'm going to make a hat out of your skin. Yeah.
I'll manage.
That's all right then.
What do you do when you don't get any more fish?
We've lost contact with 2 farms. There's just enough. But if any more people come to the island, we'll have a problem. Panic hasn't broken out yet, but it will soon, I fear.
Let's press on.
Okay, just stay... I don't know what happened to the farms. All I know is that none of them are receiving deliveries anymore. Maybe the people at the tavern know more. You could try asking them. Let's press on.
I'm going to make a hat out of your skin. Here.
Go up the mountain here to the northwest. You should pay a visit if you get the chance. Since the green fires have been lit, there are more reasons than ever to drown our sorrows. But first, let's get to the Citadel.
What do you know about the green fires?
The green fires are a call. A call for all demon hunters in the world to gather here. To train each other and rise up against the shadows.
Who built it?
I don't know. But if you want to know more about it, you should talk to Eldrick.
Tell me more about this Eldrick.
Eldrick is our druid. He lives in the Citadel. He's your man if you want to know more about such things.
Let's press on.
Okay, follow me. The tavern's a good place for picking up rumors. There hasn't been much in the way of entertainment since the fires have been burning. Unless you like handling corpses. Advance! Right, we're almost there. We'll be at the Citadel soon. The last remaining bastion against the Shadows.
What can you tell me about the Shadows?
I don't know that much about them. I only know that they've brought misery and chaos. Maybe it's an omen that everything here will soon turn to shit. All I know is that I must kill them. That's all I need to do.
Alright, let's keep going.
We're almost there. Soon the Citadel will be back to its former glory. If there's a place to be when everything goes to hell, then it's our Citadel.
Alright.
So, here we are. Impressive, eh?
Who built all this?
Our ancestors. Demon hunters of the past. Dark warriors from the old times. But that was long ago. The place was abandoned, and the buildings turned to ruins. Now that the darkness is looming over the land, we are needed again. So we're here to rebuild everything. Do you have any more questions?
I've got no more questions.
Okay. Then I'll return to the Citadel and tell them about the fish.
Family?
What?
Family. Your lineage. I need to know which house of demon hunters you belong to so I can add you to the list. Or didn't you follow the call of the Green Fires?
My grandfather was a demon hunter.
Your grandfather? Isn't he a little too young to have been a real demon hunter?
Well...
Now listen here, if you want to tell me lies, you should come up with something better than that. I don't have time for shit like that, we're at war here. I myself would like to go out and give the Shadows a good kick in the nuts. But someone has to stay here and mind the shop.
What's your job here?
I look after the new recruits. I was here first, and I will be the last one standing. If that day ever comes. Have you spoken to the druid, Eldrick?
No.
Then do so. He'll welcome a new face. You'll find him in the back.
What can you teach me?
What do you want to know?
So, you're waging war with the Shadows here?
It's our destiny. Why do you think we lit the Green Fires? As a call. A call to the old dynasties of the Demon Hunters. We Demon Hunters have struggled to maintain the balance of this world since time immemorial. We've been lying low for so long, but now it's time for us to reveal ourselves.
Nice shack.
It's a little more than that.
Yes, it is. A big, nice shack.
Have you got the fish with you?
No, but I could get some. Here it is.
There are only 10 here.
I couldn't get any more.
Okay, well then this'll have to do for now. Thanks.
All right. I'll let you know if I find a nice juicy pig on my watch.
Or we'll just eat a shadow.
Right.
Ah, reinforcements. I hope you don't have any trouble in tow. Well, if that's the case, you can scram right away.
You'd be surprised.
With your big mouth, you won't win any brownie points with me. Bite on granite. I hope you're not one of those guys who brags about their wealth. I've no use for them. I need guys who sort things out.
I'm searching for pure iron ore.
What have I got to do with it?
You could tell me where I can get some, surely.
Yes, and you don't even have to go very far. I am in charge of the last remaining reserves of pure iron ore. But I wouldn't even dream of handing it over to one of the Guardians.
Sharing is not one of your strengths.
Listen carefully, lad. Whatever problems you Guardians may have, we have enough of our own.
Come on, we're all in the same boat.
Oh no, we're not. Still, if it's so important to the Guardians, then they should have to pay. My price is 1,300 gold pieces, and I'm not putting anything on the slate.
Let's see what you've got.
If you can afford.
What are you doing with the demon hunters?
What do you think? I'm the blacksmith. Anyway, it's my damn duty to help them.
Why?
No long story. And long stories only hold me up. In a nutshell, I owe it to my father.
Do you work alone in the forge?
No. Usually Alvito gives me a hand. If only I knew where he is. I send him out to get some iron, and he disappears. He better not be with that whore, Yvette, in Travis's tavern again.
Let me guess. You're looking for someone to check up on Alvito.
And you look like you're willing to do me this favor.
No. But you'll wear yourself out if you keep doing two people's work.
Nonsense. So what'll it be? Will you help me? I'm starting to lose my patience.
I'll think about it.
That's the right attitude. But don't take too long.
Any idea where Alvito intends to find the iron?
I only take care of the forging. Where I get the iron doesn't matter. The important thing is that I get it. The only thing I know is that there's an abandoned iron mine somewhere on the island. But like I said, maybe he's in the tavern, ogling Yvette.
All right. I will find Alvito for you.
Good. But we don't have any use for big mouths around here. I'll take your word for it. If you find the boy, then... Oh, never mind. Just find him.
You need someone to do the heavy lifting. No problem.
You don't exactly look trustworthy. But I have a rather hot iron in the fire. And I could use your help with it.
I have to help you forge something.
Of course not. What makes you think that? Oh, I get it. Because I mentioned a hot iron. Listen, if you help me, we must keep it to ourselves. I don't want the guys here to make fun of me.
Just spit it out.
I need someone to give this engagement ring to my girlfriend Grace on Antigua.
You're getting engaged.
Shh, not so loud. Like I said, no one must know. So, what now? Will you pay Grace a visit or not?
About... Where on Antigua can I find Grace?
I put her in charge of my old forge. You're to meet her there, together with my nephew, Panzel.
I'll keep that in mind. That's a long fucking journey you're asking me to do.
Because this matter is extremely important to me, I'll make sure you won't go away empty-handed.
Care to elaborate?
I'm talking about a unique grindstone. A diamond grinder.
Fine. But it had better be worth it. All right. I'll bring Grace your engagement ring.
Man, speak a little more softly. I don't want to become the butt of everyone's jokes.
Come on. Are you a man or a mouse?
Yeah. Here's the ring. And now get the hell out of here.
We should get a move on, or this old toy boy here might get pissed off.
About the iron ore. Here's the gold for you.
Right. I'll give you the ore.
Only 5 lumps.
That's all I have. Just be happy you've got anything at all.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
So, you're the leader of the Demon Hunters?
Only until they've learned to use their powers properly. Welcome to Calador, the last bastion of the Dark Warriors this side of the great stream of lava. As long as the war of the Titan Lords continues, we will need every strong man we can get. Our task here is to defend the people against the forces of darkness.
A Shadow Lord stole my spirit.
Yes, I suspected as much. I can see it in your eyes. That's not good.
I could think of better situations.
How did that happen?
Let's keep it short. I got too close to a crystal portal while in a skull cave on the Crab Coast.
These skull caves have appeared all over the southern seas. I've heard innumerable reports of people being hunted and killed by shadows. Often, their souls are removed in order to make them compliant. Your strong will alone is the reason you're still in command of your wits. Most have become minions of the underworld.
You have come far. Impressive. Tragic that it will all be for nothing.
I don't want to join the underworld. Help me get my spirit back.
It's not that simple, lad. The underworld is full of mysteries and illusions. One moment everything seems clear, and the next, it's all shrouded in a veil of oblivion.
But you must be able to do something.
The old culture of Calador was highly developed and may contain the knowledge we'll need.
What's a druid got to do with demon hunters?
Don't let yourself be blinded by the dust of the crumbling ruins. Even today, this land still conceals a great power. In its heyday, the Dark Warriors of Calador still understood the relevance of the Titan Wars. They were aware of the weak points of their masters, the Titan Lords. The offspring of these warriors of yore still possess that ability to this day. I lit the green fire and watched them making pilgrimages to the land of their ancestors in search of their destiny. I'm here to help them remember their old strength. Now that the shadows have come over the land, we need them more than ever.
What can you tell me about the big ship down in the Iron Bay?
I think it's probably their last chance to leave the country when Calador falls. The Dark Warriors will stay anchored there until Calador is liberated, unless someone goes to them and shows them how they could contribute with their frigate. But they will only listen to a demon hunter.
Can the knowledge of Calador help me?
Real treasures are still hidden. The Dark Warriors were wise. The ancient knowledge they collected has for the most part remained untouched in the ruins. If you can find these writings and bring them to me, I may be able to help you get your spirit back.
I've brought you ancient knowledge from Calador. Where should I start looking?
The demon hunter's old records refer to a grimoire, a text from a time when their culture still flourished. Its last known whereabouts is said to be an old castle ruin to the west of Iron Bay.
Castle ruin in the west. Find grimoire. Shouldn't be a problem.
Good. But be on your guard. The reports from the area are disconcerting. One of the Shadow Lords fled to the west after our last battle. I'm sure he's still there somewhere.
I'll bear that in mind. Have you any idea who is behind these attacks by the Shadows?
It must be an ancient power from times long past. Our opponent has not yet revealed himself, but I'm afraid that when he does, it will be fatal.
A ghost named Crow is terrorizing the seas.
The enemy should never be allowed to gain control of the seas. If that happens, we will all be finished. None of us will be able to count on other factions for help.
How can I help you?
We fought our last battle in the north. My Dark Warriors smoked out the Skull Caves, and the Crystal Portal was destroyed. But we suffered heavy losses. Many were killed, and many fled. They have not returned since then. They need help in finding their way back to the Citadel.
You destroyed a crystal portal. How?
I found the spell here in the Citadel. It's easy if you know how it's done. The spell makes the crystal resonate until it shatters into 1,000 shards. Come, I'll show you. I'll show you how to cast a magic spell. Pay close attention. And now, it's your turn.
I'll give it a go.
Very good. Now you should also be able to destroy a crystal portal.
Thanks. I look forward to smashing those animals straight back to the underworld. You can count on me. I'll take care of your warriors.
Thank you. As I said, we can use all the help we can get.
I want to become an even better warrior.
You wish to become stronger when confronting the shadows? I can teach you a few things that every warrior should know. However, I won't teach you any magic as long as you're not one of the demon hunters. The secret knowledge of the Dark Warriors is well protected. However, if you want to learn how to fight, you should speak to Henrik or Drake.
What can you teach me?
What would you like to know?
Teach me something about alchemy.
Okay.
I'm not good enough at this.
Isn't it about...
That's not very nice. Are you here to make fun of me? Or do you...
I want to take the piss out of you.
Oh, sod off.
Why are you in such a bad mood?
Because nobody here takes me seriously.
Aren't you a demon hunter?
Only because my family is from an ancient demon hunter dynasty. Nobody here wants me. Leave your sword at home, they say. Stick with your numbers, they say. I'll show them what I'm capable of.
Can you sell me something?
Of course I can sell you something, but you must do something for me first.
Who should I kill?
Listen, I want you to find the World Devourer and bring me its heart. I need 300 boulders of destruction from the Volcano of Death. I also want you to haul up the cursed treasure of Captain Bloodblade from the deepest part of the ocean. Lastly, I would like a dragon's eye.
What do I get in return?
I like you. The most important question first. These are just stories from old times. Maybe there's no such thing as a world devourer, and Captain Bloodblade's treasure is probably just a legend too. Hey, I'm a businessman. Of course I'll sell you my goods, even without you having to do anything for it.
Teach me something. I'm not good enough yet. Show me how to negotiate a better deal when trading.
As you wish.
Show me a...
I'd like nothing.
The mages managed to bind a sunbeam in a crystal. What an incredible feat of magic. The amazing piece is still in the mage's tower on Tyrannus to this day.
Oh, God, what are you doing?
Look at that windmill. You can't trust it. Its blades are just waiting to cut you down. But I'll look after you.
Thanks.
Dark World. Why haven't they translated Dark World, by the way? I mean, they never know what.
Stop sneaking around.
Tyramius asked inconvenient questions and always knew more than anyone else. One day, he was ordered to inspect the Great Gate on Keelah. His monocle was stolen by pirates during his stay. Henceforth, it seemed he lost not only his vision, but also his voice.
If you're looking for work, I must disappoint you. I have no gold to pay anyone else. Unless you're willing to work for free.
Forget it.
I might have guessed it. Things have been very difficult here.
You're the boss.
Well spotted. This farm is mine. But if things stay the way they are now, I'm seriously considering just leaving this damned place.
Sounds like you've got trouble.
We've got a lot of trouble. Shadows and those weird caves everywhere. And it all started after someone stole my candle holder.
It's all because of your candle holder.
I know what it sounds like, but I'm certain. My great-grandfather brought that candle holder home from his travels. My father had it engraved with our family crest. It was made of pure gold. He always said, as long as we had that candle holder, nothing ill would befall us. And then someone stole it. Then all hell broke loose.
Who stole your candle holder?
I don't know for sure, but I have an inkling. Mira, my maid, said that she saw Nicodeme creeping around outside that night. If you want to find it, you should talk to him. You might have more luck getting to the bottom of it.
Looks like trust isn't one of your strengths.
You know, I'm already old. I won't be with us for much longer. And seeing that I have no children, someone has to take over the farm. I've always thought of Nicodeme as my successor, but I'm not so sure about that now.
I'll find your candle holder.
Thank you. You best start by checking with my people here. Just ask them about it. Maybe they'll tell you more.
I'll do that.
If you do manage to find it, I'll give you an adequate reward. Hopefully, the havoc with these shadows will soon be over.
We'll see.
Hey there, big fella. What's a handsome boy like you doing in a place like this? Let me guess. You're looking for adventure, treasure, and monsters?
What exactly do you want?
What's that supposed to mean? Being polite isn't a crime, is it? If only we lived in another place and time.
Can you teach me something?
That depends.
I'm not good enough for this.
Art, cunning, 15, influence, 25.
What do you know about Ernesto's candlestick?
It's a bit strange.
Really?
The night the candlestick disappeared, I saw Nicodeme creeping around behind the house. But he swears it wasn't him. I wish it was, but I actually believe him. He's too sissy to do something like that. And anyway, what would he do with it?
You tell me.
There's no way he could have stolen it. He can't even lie without turning as red as a beetroot. But Ernesto's convinced Nicodeme stole it. I'm glad he thinks that. It works in my favor. So, listen, darling. You wouldn't mind helping me, would you?
Why should I?
What do you mean, why should I? I would express my gratitude and give you a very special reward. I want to make sure Nicodeme doesn't get the farm. It shouldn't be too difficult. Ernesto thinks he stole the candlestick.
All right, I'll find your candlestick for you.
You're the best. I want you to find Ernesto's candlestick and give it to him. And even if Nicodeme didn't steal it, I want you to tell Ernesto that Nicodeme did. Then the farm would be mine. And think of your reward.
One more thing. Are you the maid here?
You're absolutely right, my pretty one. I'm Mira. Here, I take care of the food and clean the house. I'll make sure that nothing here goes to seed. Without me, everyone here would be up the creek.
What's your opinion of Ernesto?
Don't tell him what I'm about to tell you, all right? Ernesto is old. He won't be among the living for much longer. It makes me sad, somehow, and yet happy too.
Why happy?
The farm is struggling. I could turn it around and make it a success. But Ernesto just can't see it.
Can you
That depends.
How can I convince people of my point of view when talking to them?
Well, a tricky subject. You just need to convince them that your ideas were their own. Then you'll have achieved your objective. The best way of doing that is by asking specific questions. Ask your questions in a way that leaves them only one way to answer. That will make them believe they answered it themselves.
I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! That hurt. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Good! Let's go split a few throats! I'm going to make a hat of your skin! Of the shadows! I'm going to crush a few skulls now! That was fast. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Everything that is squished. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Ugly thing, better squished. Let me at him! Ugly thing, better squished.
I've never seen such strong arms. Spend some time with me and buy me a drink.
I have a better idea. Buy your own stuff.
What, is that how you speak to a lady?
Never mind. I better keep my mouth shut.
You're just like all the other guys here. They don't know how to treat a lady either. I'm lucky. My porter isn't like them.
Do you have any idea where the blacksmith's apprentice Alvito could be?
Alvito? A young lad. One of the demon hunters. And assistant to that Wilson.
That's him.
I don't know him.
What? But you just said...
Well, do you think you're getting anything from me for free?
Here's 40 gold. Now spit it out.
See? That wasn't so difficult, was it? Alvito told me he was going to the old iron mine northwest of here. You can't miss it. Just follow the rise north of the tavern.
So, Porter's the one who's feeling generous.
Yes, he always gives me nice things. New boots, a pretty dress, flowers.
New boobs?
Oh, I just love him. He even gave me a precious amulet recently.
About the amulet. I'm not good enough yet. I'm not good enough.
A tavern with a fountain in the middle? Take my...
All right.
Hey!
What's the situation?
The lads are on their way, fighting the Shadows. I'm holding fort. If you've come to join us, go see Eldrick.
I've already decided on a different path.
A warrior is welcome to join us, whatever their path. Now, are you man enough to follow me for the night watch?
Why must a demon hunter hold night watch?
I prefer to give the beasts at the front hell. You can bet on that. But if you don't know how to secure the flanks, you can be wiped out in no time. You should also bear in mind that we need to keep an eye on the civilians. Without them, nobody will supply us with provisions.
I'll keep you company during the night watch.
Good. Get yourself ready. Not. You get a few hours sleep. I'll be here.
Right. Data.
Look out! Holmes is here! That was fast.
It's actually the one where I came from.
Vague promises do not constitute a spellbook in scientific terms. It has the power to manipulate humans. Today, it is kept by the Guild of Mages on Tyrannus. Very interesting.
What?
A human spirit.
Hello?
And he speaks to me with no fear.
Should I be afraid of you?
You have no idea who stands before you? I am Ursagor, Titan Lord and Master of the Land and the Elements. Who are you?
Bullshit. You're just a charlatan. An ordinary spirit.
You dare to speak to me in that tone? Away with you, you pathetic creature.
Hey, wait a moment.
What do you think you're playing
Oh,
at?
my skull.
What was that? Surely Sir recognizes a bargain when he sees it. I have a wonderful pig here. And if it ends up on your plate, oh my, will your mouth water?
What else have you got?
Only the fine... Are you in?
No. Keep your pig.
If you have no gold, get lost. Because, however bad the times are, without gold, you're even worse off.
Teach me something.
What would you like to know?
Show me how to eat raw meat.
All right then.
How's the pig breeding going?
It's tough, but it's honest work. Hasn't got any easier since the Shadows moved into Iron Bay, but they're gonna have to deal with me before I give up even one pig.
Do you have much to do with the other farms?
Not much, although the demon hunters bring me news when they come to buy meat. I'd prefer to do without that kind of news, though. Don't hear nothing but trouble from out there.
What is it?
Just taking a...
Oh, there will be no meat left by the time you're done, and I'll have to work even harder. But don't think you can fool me.
What are you talking about?
Are you guarding this farm?
Do I look like a guard? My job is to feed the pigs. And once I'm done with that, I have to shovel away the shit that they produce. This life sucks.
The cycle of life. Fascinating.
Oh, really? I'd be happy to swap places.
No. I think you're in good hands here.
I take it you don't care too much for strangers.
No, I don't. Why should I? They hardly have 2 pennies to rub together, and if they have, they've not been earned through honest labor. Nah, keep me away from the whole lot of them.
No stranger has robbed you.
Huh, it's easy for you to talk. You have to... Wait a moment. Are you trying to rob me?
Me?
If that's what you've got in mind, forget it. You're not taking me for a ride that easily. So if you have no more questions, I have a lot to do.
That hurt.
Look out! Odin is here!
Ugly thing. Better squished.
This map is obviously not accurate.
I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! Ugh. I'm going to make a hat out of your skin!
Ugly thing. Better squished.
I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! This mine doesn't exactly look safe.
Are you scared the roof will cave in?
Scared? Ah, no. It's just a little musty in here.
Smells as if he's been lying here for a while. Poor sod.
I'm going to make a hat out of your skin! That'll be the end of that creature!
He used a crab shell as a container for his experiments. One day, the crab shell became indestructible. So he set out for the Crab Coast, intending to stay there until he succeeded at replicating his stroke of genius. It's said he kept the crab shell in his chest. I see. The lock is too intricate for me.
Wait. Okay. What? There's some state where this fire just stays still. Weird. Weird, but cool.
There was an archer whose accuracy with a bow surpassed his precision with muskets. One day, he disappeared in a cave on the beach on Keeler. Interesting. Alvito is dead. You'll have to look for a new apprentice.
What? Come off it! That rotten bastard! Now I'll have to do overtime here. I hope next time Eldrick doesn't provide another complete novice to help me.
Harsh words from a hard man.
Listen, lad. We're at war. That leaves very little time for other things. Here's a handful of gold for the message. I won't have any time to spend it now. Ah, yes. Now Alvito's gone, I've lost a supplier of iron. If you come across any iron, bring it to me. I'll pay you well for it.
I've got some iron for you.
Give it to me. Thank you. Here's the gold. 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 Sneaking around only makes sense if nobody's watching you do it.
See, Burke, see.
What?
Burke. Burke.
Okay, you're Burke.
See. Burke. See.
What the fuck are you on about?
Burke. Burke.
Oh, fuck me. Something's seriously wrong with him.
Burke.
If you want to stand upright, arms to your sides, it's a start. And your sword arm seems to be pretty...
I've seen a few fights.
You look like you have. They're bound to need someone like you at the Citadel.
As long as the mattresses aren't flea-ridden. I've had some bad experiences. Want to hear about them?
Yeah, please.
No. Don't think so.
What do you sell?
Oh, yeah, no. No.
Can I make myself useful?
No idea. Ask the others. Normally you'll find them scattered around the Iron Bay.
Great.
What are you pulling that face for? You can try and beat me in an arm wrestle. You'll find me at the table every night. Talk to me, if you got the balls.
What's your story?
Where I come from, who I was, that's all in the past. What matters is the here and now. And like all of my brothers, I followed my calling.
You don't like to talk about your past, do you?
No, it wouldn't change anything after all. I always focus on what's ahead of me. But instead of talking, I've got a better idea. Let's have a little fight and see who wins. After all, that's why blokes like you are here. I might even know a trick or two that could help you improve.
What can you teach me?
Slow down, Tiger. I don't share my knowledge that fast. You gotta earn your lesson. You know what you need to do.
You ready?
I was ready yesterday. So draw your weapon and show me what you're made of.
Come on, mate.
This isn't good. Behave yourself here.
Don't you dare touch anything.
That was a good fight. Impressive. You owe me a beer later, all right?
So, you gonna teach me something now?
I'm always glad to share what I know with a fellow hard bastard.
I want to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Okay, all blade based. Shit. Your Nate, can you get out of the way, please? Asshole.
How many times have I told you bastards not to run through my hut?
What's your problem?
Leave me alone. Everyone here has a problem with me. It all started when I found this place to sleep. Don't sleep among the supplies, they said. But none of the vagrants told me what would happen if I did. When I returned from a hunt a few days ago, a second door had appeared. I can't begin to tell you how much I bloody hate those pigs. Now everyone's walking through my hut. Every bugger under the sun. Just leave me alone. I'll show you, you thieving. Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
Scram! Are you hard of hearing? Buzz off! I don't want to see your sort any—
Let me at him!
Asshole. Kann ja wohl nicht sein.
I don't believe it.
Is someone there? Don't stir up any more shit.
Oh, pretty late. Bad.